While the protection of all animal species is essential, it's evident that some populations enjoy better health than others. For instance, certain animals, such as the hippos in Colombia, have experienced overpopulation in their native regions. Conversely, there are species that are in dire need of assistance, constantly facing threats from both other wildlife and, unfortunately, human activities. In China's Shenzhen port, customs authorities encountered an unusual shipping container that raised suspicions due to its unconventional arrival without proper documentation, signaling a potential issue. Although the container was purportedly empty, the Daping Customs anti-smuggling branch officers doubted this claim and decided to conduct an inspection. Upon breaking the container's lock, they discovered it was filled to capacity with blue and red striped bags, which upon further examination were found to contain coal. However, the question remained, why the secrecy surrounding the transport of coal? Delving deeper into the bags, the investigating officers were met with an unforgettable stench of decay. Concerned for their safety, they called in quarantine officers before proceeding with their inspection. What they eventually uncovered left them nauseated. The contents of the bags were astonishing. 13.1 tons of pangolin scales, marking the largest seizure of illegal pangolin byproducts ever made by Chinese officials. Experts estimated that these scales were extracted from approximately 30,000 pangolins. Determined to apprehend those responsible and prevent further harm, investigators publicized their findings. Pangolins, resembling armadillos, are the world's most trafficked animals. Their endangered status is a result of relentless poaching and smuggling, and the discovery of such a vast quantity of their scales in shipping crates was an alarming development. Pangolins have a defense mechanism of curling into protective balls when frightened, making them easy targets for traffickers. The reason behind their frequent smuggling lies in their perceived value in traditional Chinese medicine. Despite a lack of scientific evidence, many individuals in China believe that consuming pangolin scales can cure various ailments, including asthma, arthritis, and cancer, considering them a miraculous remedy. Some individuals hold the belief that consuming pangolin meat possesses healing properties, but in reality, engaging in this illegal act can lead to a prison sentence of up to 10 years. Despite being protected by the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, pangolins continue to suffer from rampant poaching and trafficking. In the case of the shipping crates, investigators faced a challenging task of identifying the culprits with limited information. The only lead available was the name XEAXDGUA recorded on the shipping documents, leaving them concerned about their ability to uncover further leads. To bolster their investigation, the authorities enlisted the support of a specialized team dedicated to combating smuggling operations. These experts determined that the pangolin scales originated from Africa. By using the name on the shipment and this geographical information, they managed to narrow down the list of potential suspects. Initially, the list of suspects contained numerous leads, and investigators diligently pursued each one. Through this process, they eliminated several possible suspects and eventually arrested 2 individuals named He and Lei. Li, a known smuggler with a history of evading capture, vehemently denied any involvement with the scales, even when incriminating photographs were discovered on his cell phone. He claimed to have purchased the phone secondhand, which initially seemed to complicate the case. However, despite Lei's efforts, he made a critical mistake. In one of the scale photographs, his foot was inadvertently captured, and it bore a distinctive identifying trait, a mole. When investigators compared the footprints and noted the similarity, they had the conclusive evidence needed to implicate him in the crime. Further investigation revealed that Lai and he had been long-term partners in their illegal activities, amassing a staggering $758,000 in their joint ventures. Lai handled the shipping while he was responsible for the distribution. Following their arrest, the criminals and their activities were reported to the General Administration of Customs. While Lai and he were clearly working together, the extent of involvement by other illicit operators remained uncertain. Despite commendable efforts to protect this endangered species, more must be done. The International Fund for Animal Welfare emphasized the urgency, stating, "Further action is required to ensure that pangolins do not face extinction within our lifetime." One can only hope that these changes come sooner rather than later. While this impressive operation dealt a significant blow to illegal pangolin smuggling, there is still much work ahead. Collective efforts are required to ensure the pangolin's survival in our world.